Welcome back to another awesome episode, if I do say so myself, of the Shoujo podcast, where I, Sarah, as always, introduce my friend Joe to Shoujo, except reverse. Right now, we're watching a show that Joe recommended, Revolutionary Girl Utena. Today, we're talking about episodes 31, 32, and 33. But before we jump into that, we like to catch up. And I can start this time.
Oh.
I would like to confess I have a problem. I'm aware of the problem.
Okay.
You know what they say, third time's the charm. We're trying this again.
Oh, you have another dog.
Yes. So I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast because I'm always like super embarrassed and ashamed. But I guess since we've been recording, this will be the third bud to cricket that we're trying out. Because we had lemon, didn't work out. Pepper, didn't work out. But now introducing Silas, which is like, I think it's a cute name, and they'll call him Sai.
Ah, I see. Sai's looking kind of...
Yeah, so I only have 2 dogs. What?
Sai's looking kind of puppy-like to me.
He is a puppy. He's 3 months. But so far, he's very well behaved. Yeah, yep. So that's a thing that's going on in my life. On top of other things, I can't report much yet, but I've got good prospects in the romantic department too. So we're on a high over here. I'm excited. New puppy, new dude, maybe. So yeah, busy.
Going good
over here. Oh no, not this. My shoe. Okay, how about you? Sorry, that was quick. I feel like I had to get that out of my system before you see him running around.
You can do your full thing.
Hell, Sarah.
Is there any other stuff you want to talk about?
Okay, my full thing. Been watching. Okay, not my finest hour, but I'm like trying to find new reality shows to watch, and I'm stooping to new lows on that front. Tried a few episodes of a show called Love Overboard, which is very bad. And now I'm watching another one that's very bad called Vanderpump Villa, which I haven't watched any Vanderpump Rules, so I don't know what the relation to that is, but it's just like kind of wild child people who are servicing like a fancy chateau that people like book for weekend, whatever, drama, messy. Are we real people? We're stretching reality TV over here. And yeah, watching more Witch Hat and Demons of the Shadow Realm. Oh, I did anime trivia with my sister, one of her friends, and Jenny, friend of the pod, and we came in 4th place.
Out of how many?
Out 14.
Wow.
We came in last place.
I see.
Yeah, I got like a couple. One whole category was based off Free Rent, which I haven't watched, so I was not contributing. And there was only a full squad like other ones did. And also, it's part of this like maybe a plug for them. I think if I get the name right, Anime Alliance of Austin, I think is the name. So it's like a group that does stuff. I just happened to follow them from a convention, saw they're doing this, gave it a try. But I think every other team is comprised of people regularly in this group. And so I think they have a better pulse on like what everyone watches, and they do these a lot. So we still got like, first timer prize selection. So I got a cute little acrylic stand from the fragrant flower that blooms. And so it was fun. I discovered shoju for the first time. That stuff's pretty good. The little drink, like a fruit wine kind of thing, maybe. Quite good. And then Pup's been keeping me busy the past few days I've had him. Give it to me straight, Joe. Do you hate the name Silas?
No.
Okay, cool. As long as Joe doesn't straight up hate it. I know there's like a freaking League of Legends character. And then the other spelling, I looked it up. It's like some weird cult leader. So I'm like, we got weird. I like it from Vox Machina, I think, in Fire Emblem. But sorry, continue your thought.
I just know that because I just associate that name. There was a building on the college campus I went to that was called. It was named after somebody named Silas.
Okay. So I think it's a freaking badass name. Yeah. So yeah. I think that's all I got. Sorry, I just like spewed that out. Speed run my recap. How about you, Joe? How about you got any?
I watched some movies. I watched a movie I'd never seen before, but I'd heard much about. That's right. I watched Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. Mm-hmm.
The predecessor to Avatar by James Cameron.
This is why I'd heard of Fern Gully, is because everybody was like, "Oh, Avatar is just Fern Gully," and I'm like, "What does that mean?"
Yeah,
and I found out what that means.
And is everyone right?
It makes me think that Avatar should have been a musical. They should have put music numbers in it, I think.
You know what I learned? Apparently, James Cameron was just real fixated on making sure that the Na'vi, the aliens in Avatar, are like super bangable. Like he was very adamant that they be hot aliens, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from one of my podcasts.
Well, that makes sense, because let me tell you, Fern Gully also really wants you to be kind of horny for everybody in Fern Gully.
I guess she's got like a little torn up get up, huh?
Well, it's like the way everyone's looking at each other, like what they're doing. It's like all very like, all right, man.
Have you I'm holding back, but I guess a big thing in animation that's happened that we could talk about is the Avatar movie leak.
I haven't watched it. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either, but I'm seeing so many thirst traps for the characters as adults, and I'm like,
we already saw what they look like as adults, though. If you watched Korra,
well, like, okay, we saw them as like old geezers or like kind of
like
adult,
40.
like in some. Okay, they're in some flashbacks. We see like old lady Toph and
we know what they look like,
or whatever. But anyways, they changed the art style. The animation looks really good. Like everyone looks really cool, and I am. One, they should have just put it in because they like we're gonna put it in theaters, and then they're like, "Psych, we're just gonna go to Paramount," which I guess Paramount owns Nickelodeon, which is why they have streaming rights. But I'm like, this would do so good in theaters.
Probably would do better in theaters.
And it got leaked, and now okay, whatever. I'm holding back.
I just haven't run into it. I like don't really run into spoilers ever for early leaks for anything. So everybody always complains about it, and I'm just like, I don't know what this is.
Freaking Google News or whatever's on my phone be giving me spoilers constantly in my news, and I'm like, this is crazy. It's showing me like previews from just like creators and not even like news sources, which is annoying.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll teach me to look at the news. I'm gonna cut that out. No more news for Sarah. Just spoils alert.
Yeah, that's weird. News has never done that for me. It's never spoiled my like media. Yeah. Anyway, I watched that. We in our Disney watch along, we just watched a Goofy movie. Also a musical.
So good. Freaking Eye to Eye, incredible song. That you guys should watch the little documentary they came out with last year for it.
What? There's like a documentary about
the making of the Goofy movie. Yeah.
They did?
I enjoyed it. I think it even got me to cry a little bit.
Not just a goof? What?
Yeah, that's good.
What could there be? Okay. That's weird.
I mean, it's not like there's any crazy drama behind it. It's just the making of it. And I guess the fact that it's like something that wasn't necessary. Oh, and I guess there's some like the Black community super like, it was like an unspoken thing that they super related to the movie. And like, it just kind of became like a cult classic. And, you know, now it like means so much to a bunch of people. But at the time, it was like this underdog. I think it was made in like a French.
Yeah, that's the second one they made, because they made the DuckTales movie, and then they made this. It's like the
Backburner Studio
Media or whatever. But yeah, it's like their foreign office.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was what this is on our list. It's the second feature length movie they released.
Are you guys is Extremely Goofy movie, was that direct to DVD or is that
was direct to DVD, I think.
Damn, that was good.
Pretty sure. Let me check.
I like that movie.
Yep, that was direct.
Dang. Okay.
Sorry.
Are there any direct that everyone's like, maybe you guys should all get one pick for like a direct to DVD that you all watch together after you've watched all of them?
Yeah.
Just to add on more.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're years away from it process. At this point. But yeah, we will get there. But yep, so watching that, it's pretty good. The next movie is Pocahontas, so we'll watch that eventually.
The Colors of the Wind always gives me goosebumps.
Oh, see, I haven't seen that one in a long time. That'll be interesting to see what I think about it. I don't like Seed Gundam right now. Oh, it's going bad.
Okay.
We'll see how much.
Is it a long one?
Oh, it's 100 episodes.
Oh,
because they made 2 series
Joe.
of it. So far, it's pretty not good. So in the show, so the most recent thing that happens, just to let you know where things are at. I think last time I talked about how some people are like genetic superhumans or whatever, and I was like, that's dumb. Well, now the main character is like cucking his best friend.
What?
which happens in the show.
Cooking?
Yeah, cucking. Mm-hmm.
Wait, cooking like
no,
making food, or like cooking like
no.
Say it again.
Cuck. You know what cuck is.
Okay, no, I've heard it. I feel like I don't remember what that term means. Is that something we can explain on the podcast?
It
is a mature rated podcast.
Well, sure. I mean, we're gonna be in talking about these topics with the episodes anyway.
Okay, yeah.
It's when you have sex with your friend's wife. I mean, then it's not his wife.
Really?
You have sex with your friend's girlfriend.
What that means?
And that's so them getting cucked, and it's like a thing that's been around in like the political discourse and like the whatever, where you're like, that's like you call somebody a cuck if you're trying to insult them, but it's like a weird, it's like actually a fetish thing.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you for explaining that, Joe.
Yep. Well, it's happening in Gundam Seed, so things are going great.
Dear. Oh boy.
Yep.
Well, good. What, you like 10 episodes in? Only 90 more to go?
I'm like 15 episodes in. There's like another 35.
And you're just determined to watch these. You're not going to like skip one if it's bad.
I don't know. We'll see how I'm at. Right now, I'm just like going through the process of watching all of them. I don't know if I'm going to watch all of SD Gundam. So far, I'm supposed to. Who knows if I actually will? I might just get bored and skip it. So we'll see. We're going to see.
Well, Joe will keep us posted here.
Yep. But I'm not really watching much else. I'm supposed to start watching Witch Hat, which I haven't done. Although I need to pick up the manga again because I have a lot of them. And
it's interesting because it's like new looking, but the vibe is very, it feels nostalgic. Maybe the story. I guess it kind of feels Studio Ghibli-esque because it's like young girls and just like, I don't know, so far it's just kind of like innocent feeling. I'm sure there's darker things to come, but it's just like a cozy show so far.
Yeah. Yeah, not much else that I've been doing.
No.
Okay.
Except for watching Revolutionary Girl Utena.
For watching Revolutionary Girl Utena, that's right. And getting through these episodes, oh boy.
Okay, Crazy Town. We're in Crazy Town here.
Yeah. This is how it's kind of going to be for a little bit.
A little bit. We only have 2 more episodes on the podcast.
Yeah, we've only got 6 episodes left after this.
I'm just assuming it's crazy from here on out.
It's a little bit like that. But first, I managed to scrape and find some more voice actors. Because I didn't actually do all of the Kashira Shadow Troop like I thought I did.
Ah, okay.
We're going to go through them.
Let's hear it.
There's actually 3 of them.
Let's do it.
So there's Akio, which is Maria Kawamura, who we've already seen as Mamuya, so I'm not going to go through that again. We have Biko, which is who's voiced by Satomi Kurogi, who is the voice of Choo-Choo, so I've already gone through that. And there's Seiko, who we haven't talked about yet, so this is our last one, I think. She is voiced by Kumiko Watanabe. She is the voice of Keroro in Sergeant Frog, who's like the main frog in Sergeant Frog. She's also the voice of Yuko Shirafuji in Working, who's like their manager lady who like used to be in the mob. She's Claire Rondo in Planetes, which is a thing I watched not that long ago. She's Shippo in Inuyasha.
Little guy.
She's Fran Dahl in Turn A Gundam, and she's Disaster Woman Katajina Luce in Victory Gundam. Great. Love her.
What a fun title to have. Disaster Woman.
Oh, yeah. It's such a messy character, but it's pretty good.
Sweet. All right. Well, quick and easy.
Yep.
Seiko. What is this? At what point has there been a Seiko?
Yeah. So there's she shows up. There are times when there's 3 of them. Usually it's just 2 of them, but it's not always the same 2. So Akio is the one with a bow. Biko is the one with the ponytail that's little circles that kind of goes off.
Yeah.
And then Seiko wears a headband. So she's been in them. Just
gotcha.
Not really been paying attention.
It's just that we don't see all 3 at once typically.
Yeah. They're usually not all in the same scene together, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Episode 31 of Revolutionary Girl Utena is called Her Tragedy. We open on the princess story. It's normal this time. It's going to not be normal later. We jump to the Kiryu residence where Nanami answers a phone call from a woman asking for Toga. She refuses to give this woman his cell phone number and calls her an idiot, thinking that she's more special than everybody because she's blood related to Toga. We cut to later where Nanami watches Toga embrace one girl while sweet talking a second girl on a cell phone while he's in the rose garden. Later that evening, Nanami talks about blood type horoscopes with an uninterested Toga, and apparently she and her parents are all type B. Keep that in mind. It's a plot point. Toga leaves, saying that he's going to take a shower, and then he invites Nanami to join him, and she's too embarrassed to respond, and after a beat, he says he's just kidding and leaves.
We love this so much.
This is a situation that's going to happen several times in the next 2 episodes.
Whoa.
Later, Nanami sits in her room and thinks about how, as she gets older, her and Toga are drifting apart. And she's like, does it really need to be like that? Are we always destined to become further away from each other? She goes into the bathroom where Toga is showering and watches his silhouette shower for a ridiculously long time.
Okay. This is crazy. I kept checking my video to make sure it started buffering or something. And also his pose in the shower is ridiculous.
Yes.
It's just freaking.
He's being absurd.
I don't know.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I kind of get why you sit there and watch this because you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? But then she steals his cell phone, which is the reason she came here in the first place. So she is here for a reason, thank God. It's the next day at school, and Nanami starts screening Toga's cell calls and telling the girls that are calling him that he has dumped them. Her posse shows up, and they are reading about blood type romantic compatibility horoscopes, which is the thing in Japan. They're into horoscopes based on blood type, which I don't think sounds very interesting because there's not that many blood types, but okay.
Yeah, that's true. I guess then it's you have a decent shot at being compatible with somebody.
That's true. At least that's grounded in something real as opposed to horoscopes or astrology where because things have shifted, the sign I was born under isn't actually even the sign I was born under. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
You know this thing about horoscopes? Most of the charts people use are tied to some date in the 70s or something. But because of how the earth rotates, it isn't necessarily true. So I'm a Cancer, but I should be a Gemini or something like that.
Okay.
This is unimportant. I don't know why I started talking about this.
We gotta hit the astrology girly demographic.
Yeah.
Here's a start.
Anyway, they're talking about that. They ask what Toga's blood type is, and Nanami but Nanami scares them off and thinks that she's not going to let anyone else have her brother. She watches Toga from the second floor and sees Toga ask out Utena, who refuses. But they still talk with him. They still seem kind of friendly, which is crazy after everything has happened.
Okay. Okay. He was just down in the dumps, gone for a decent stretch of episodes and then just back to normal. No explanation for the recovery or what.
He's fine. He started hanging out with Akio and everything got better, you know?
Yeah. I guess so.
Nanami confronts Utena on the stairs for talking to her brother, but she slips on a banana peel and almost falls down the stairs when Akio swoops in and catches her. They take her to the planetarium and Akio introduces himself to Nanami. They bandage her up. And Akio hands Utena a first aid kit, and their hands briefly touch for a second, and Utena gets flustered that she is making hand contact with Akio while Nanami watches.
Oh.
The 4 of them have lunch together, and by the 4 of them, I mean Anthy, Akio, Nanami, and Utena, which consists of shaved ice, and Anthy very obnoxiously feeds Akio shaved ice as Nanami and Utena watch. It's awful.
Yes, it is. I wonder if she's doing it specifically, well, because she's such Utena or Anthy's kind of like a instigator, low key. If she like knows, or Nanami's been so mean to her, this is her way of like rubbing in her face. Look how close I am with my brother. Don't you wish you were doing this with your brother?
Oh yeah, this is definitely, they're definitely doing this on purpose. In fact, they do a lot of stuff on purpose, but I think that they completely misread what's happening. Utena escorts Nanami home. Nanami comments that a great brother like Akio is wasted on Anthy. And Utena's like, that doesn't make any sense. You can't waste siblings. But Nanami comments that little sisters are always obsessed with their older brothers. But Utena does not agree. She's like, I think that's just you, bud. Nanami teases Utena about liking Akio, but she seems pretty happy to learn that Utena is not into Toga. It's the next day, and her posse are still going on about blood type horoscopes. They ask her what Toga's blood type again is, and she tells them that her whole family is type B, but Toga is type A. They're like, the posse is like, wait a minute, that isn't possible. Like, if both of your parents are like B blood type, their kid can't be an A blood type. And Nana begins to protest, but realizes that they're right. She freaks out and runs home. She realizes that she doesn't have any pictures of Toga as a baby. And along with the blood thing, that would make them not blood-related siblings. Oh no. Later that night, Nanami keeps screening Toga's calls while laying in bed. She thinks about how her and Toga are not related. Toga comes in and asks if she's seen his cell phone, and she says no. He says that she looks red because she's hiding the fact that she stole his cell phone, and comes to feel her forehead for a fever. She bats him away, and Toga offers a goodnight kiss, which embarrasses her, and he says just kidding and leaves. It's happening.
No one's laughing.
What's laughing? These are not jokes.
Not funny.
It's the next day, and Juri and Miki tell Utena that Nanami has been trying to stay with them for the past couple of days instead of staying at her house. They're like, it's like she's run away from home. Utena has a hard time understanding this for some reason. We cut to Nanami asking Mitsuru if she can stay with him instead of sleeping at her own place, and he seems to get excited, but gets shut down by Akio, who's nearby, and he explains that she's not allowed to sleep in someone else's dorm. Instead, he takes her to the Otori Tower, and he can stay with Utena and Anthy, and him.
Ugh.
Nanami thanks Akio and asks if he wants to know why she ran away. And Akio says his dream, he's like, I don't really care. My dream is to turn the chairman's residence into a harem. And Nanami does not know what to say, and Akio says he's just kidding. Everybody is just sexually harassing Nanami nonstop.
Poor freaking child.
Akio says to her just to ask if she needs anything. She'll be treated like family. Utena and Anthy hang out in the other room and talk about Akio. Anthy says that Akio is not picky about women, and Utena is like, really? Is that true? But Anthy is like, nope, I'm just kidding, because she's also in on this. We get the Kashira Shadow Troop on the shutter wall of where they eat in the tower. They do a skit about how cuckoos lay their eggs in other birds' nests so that they can raise them parasitically. But in the skit, a cuckoo bird is born to a duckling nest and then gets angry when others call her ugly, and she declares that she's going to become a swan. Nanami, Utena, and Anthy play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets the beds. Anthy intentionally loses.
Terrible.
Toga comes to visit Nanami, and she tells him to leave. He asks why, and she tells him that they're not related, and he asks how she found out, confirming that it's true. Nanami asks him what she's supposed to do now. She's like, I know you're not my real brother, but I still love you like a brother. But I have all these feelings and I don't know what to do. So she tells him to leave. Utena and Nanami go to sleep. Utena tells Nanami that it doesn't really change anything if they're not blood related, so it'll be okay, but Nanami doesn't want to hear it, so she leaves. She wanders into the planetarium looking for the bathroom. She gets startled by Akio, who's on the couch, and she's about to say something to him when she sees an undressed Anthy is also on the couch. We cut to Nanami in the elevator. She tries to process what she'd just seen as we cut to credits.
Awful. This is traumatizing for, what is she, like freaking 13 or something? I would be traumatized.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So in hindsight, this episode's interesting.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Because you can see certain stuff. Like, if you're paying attention, you can see certain stuff. Like, you can tell, like, I didn't catch some stuff the first time. I had to watch it the second time, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like when Toga comes to visit her and she's like, we're not related, he like pauses and then goes along with it because, listener, we're going to learn next episode that this is not actually true. So he is just making this up to provoke her. You could tell that Anthy intentionally loses rock, paper, scissors because she throws out really slowly.
I'm gonna hope that's because she's just trying to protect the other girls.
Maybe. Hard to say. But yep, this is what happens in this episode.
Nothing good.
It's all bad.
Very unpleasant episode.
Nanami gets harassed
also
multiple times.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What the hell? Choo Choo gets like no screen time now.
That's true. It's because we're doing stuff.
Terrible.
He gets some next episode.
A little bit.
Yeah. But yeah. So we're dealing with Nanami's thing about her brother now. So this is what we're doing for these next 2 episodes. Or this next episode and this one.
Oh man. This is okay. All I can say is wow. That's crazy. So nothing incredibly insightful on my part. So if we want to carry on to the next episode, we can.
Okay. Yeah, we can just talk about, I feel like it makes sense to talk about these as a unit. So we'll just do the next one. Episode 32 is called The Romance of the Dancing Girls. We open on the morning where Nanami hears girls call Toga even when the phone is closed because she can't stop thinking about it. In the dining room, Utena talks with Akio and Anthy. Nanami answers and remembers last night. They have a normal breakfast, and Nanami is incensed that they would all be so normal, and she throws a fit and storms off. Utena tries to stop her, but Nanami says that she doesn't understand anything that's happening here at all, and then leaves.
Yeah, Utena, you freaking dummy.
Yep.
Oh.
At school, Mickey...
Get out of there, Nanami.
Yeah. Well...
Run for your life.
At school, Mickey asks Nanami how it is living with Akio, and she says that it sucks. She asks if he wants to swap places with her, and she's like, oh, you get to live with Anthy. Mickey seems excited to swap, but Nanami says just kidding, as she thinks that they would eat Mickey alive because they would.
Yup.
So she's being cool here. It just reminds me of that one episode where they're like, oh, well, let's just make friends with Utena and be on the student council. And they're like, the student council people are not friends with each other. And she's like, we're not friends with each other?
Oh, yeah.
Later, Nanami sees Toga go into the rose garden and wonders how she can face him now. She goes and sees that he's with a girl. Toga clearly catches on that Nanami is there, like watching them. The girl is concerned that Nanami could find them, but Toga tells her not to worry. They're not even really blood-related siblings. He was only nice to her because their father told him to be. He doesn't care about her. She's boring and ordinary. We see that the girl he's with is actually Keiko. Nanami rushes in and slaps Keiko, saying that she'll face consequences, but Keiko does not seem very concerned. Nanami goes to Toga and asks why he'd associate with her, and Toga's like, oh, you're saying that as if you should be the one I should be associating with. Like, you're the better choice. But she's like, what? She doesn't really respond to that because Keiko comes up and slaps Nanami and tells her that she is no better than her. She doesn't need permission to get to love somebody because this is Keiko's thing. And Toga and Keiko leave as Toga tells her that she'll understand one day. Nanami begs Toga to say that he was just joking, but he leaves without saying anything. Nanami thinks that she's just the same as all the other girls that like Toga now. In the planetarium, we see Akio with a clearly drugged Kanai, and he's feeding her apple slices.
What the hell is happening?
This is the only time this scene is mentioned or shows up. This happened on screen.
Scary.
In the dining room, Utena wonders what's keeping Akio and Kanai, because she's getting hungry. Anthy seems unconcerned, though, and Nanami is not paying attention because she's thinking about the other stuff that happened to her this episode. Utena tries to go check on Akio and Kanai, but Anthy stops her, saying that they should let them enjoy each other. And Nanami recognizes what Anthy is doing, and she calls her scary. Nanami and Utena go to sleep.
Not wrong. She's not wrong.
Not wrong. Nanami and Utena go to sleep. Nanami asks why she and Anthy, why Utena and Anthy sleep facing each other, and calls Utena dumb for not understanding what's going on at all. She continues commenting that Anthy and Akio are sleeping together, and Utena is like, yeah, they sure are close siblings. Isn't that great? And Nanami is surprised, but then calms down when she realizes that Utena doesn't understand what she's implying when she says they're sleeping together. Utena literally thinks that they're just sleeping.
She is 13, so.
Utena tells...
We're all children.
Yeah.
Lest we forget.
Utena tells Nanami that she shouldn't abandon her relationship with her brother, and Nanami says that they are nothing like Akio and Anthy. Me and my brother are nothing like Akio and Anthy. Do not make that comparison. Nanami thinks about how Toga called her boring when she hears his cell ring. it's some girl on the other line, and Nanami is like, do you know how late it is? Who is this calling? And then the voice changes to end of the world. Nanami goes home to meet Toga, who's waiting for her. He asks her she asks him if he knows who end of the world is, but he deflects. Nanami goes into a speech about how she still loves Toga as a brother, even if he doesn't love her as a sister. But she's like, things can't go back to the way they were. So she's requested to change schools, and she doesn't want to see Toga ever again. But she does want to know something about the real Toga. But before she can ask her question, Toga cuts her off by showing her transfer request that he's intercepted somehow. Then he goes into his end of the world speech as Akio drives into the scene through the wall. Akio, Toga, and Nanami drive on the highway. Nanami asks who Akio is. She's like, this guy is clearly not normal. And she tries to tell Toga what he's been doing with Anthy, but can't stomach saying it out loud. Akio tells her that she only sees what she herself wants. She can only see the world from her perspective, so she can only wander around a labyrinth built of herself. Nanami does not understand what Akio is talking about. Toga abruptly tries to kiss her, but she shoves him back. He's like, wait, but isn't this what you wanted? And she says no. And then Toga asks what she does want.
Awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Akio reveals the end of the world and does his car flip thing. He kind of just says this. They never actually convince her to do anything in this, though.
Yeah. Well, because normally it's like what they normally have like a read on what the person wants, but this is like they have the wrong read on what she wants.
Yes. They totally misread Nanami here.
Yeah.
It's the next day, and Nanami goes to the bullies. Keiko tells her off, saying that they're going to pay her back for how she's treated them over the years. Then we cut to Anthy being smacked in the rose garden by Nanami, flanked by the bullies that Nanami has somehow beaten up. Anyway, Nanami has taken Choo-Choo hostage, so Utena has to duel her now. We get the Kashira Shadow Troop. They do a skit about a girl who tries to convince her friend that she's psychic by bending spoons with her mind, but her friend won't believe her, no matter how many times she does it. So the girl decides to bend her friend with her mind. We get Absolute Destiny Apocalypse. In the dueling arena, Nanami is like lounging on the Otori car as the duelist, and also Toga is here, but he's just kind of there. Utena is like, Toga, did you put Nanami up to this? But he insists that it was Nanami's decision this time. Also, they're not really siblings, so stop calling me her brother. Nanami says that what she wants is to surpass everything. If she wins, she'll surpass Utena and her brother, but Utena does not think, she thinks this is dumb. Anthy summons Utena's sword while Toga summons Nanami, and the duel starts. While fighting, Nanami thinks that she's crafted her whole identity around being Toga's sister, so without that, she has nothing. Utena tells her that even though they're not really siblings, the feelings were true, but Nanami says that she knows where those feelings can lead. Utena summons the power of Dios and beats Nanami, which takes the form of the Otori car crashing while Nanami just kind of looks on. Nanami asks Utena what is left for her now that she has nothing, and she starts to cry. Nearby, Akio asks Toga if he's going to tell her that they actually are siblings, they're just both adopted. But Toga says he might not because he likes the idea of siblings that aren't related.
Ew.
We see Toga's cell phone ring as we cut to credits.
Okay, is it if they don't crash with the car, is that because the car is wrong on what it is they want, so that it's not crashing their dreams because it's a false thing? Because with the blue hair guy, it's like he was just pretending for the sake of jury, so it's not like his whatever was real either. And he didn't get hit by the car in the crash either.
Yeah, I think that's right. Because, like, it's the same thing with Jury, right? Like, that doesn't really matter to her. And same with Nanami, which is like the thing that she wants is abstract in this case, right? Like, it's not even really linked to eternity, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, if I do this, I can leave. She's like, this is how I can get out of this situation, is by becoming better than everybody. Because this is the thing that she's worried about, is like not being important anymore through her association with Toga.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Toga sucks.
Toga sucks. He's the worst. Yep.
I never liked him. Let the record show.
Yep.
Didn't like him from the start.
Nope, he's pretty bad. Instructs this whole thing with
Akio sucks too.
Akio is very bad, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. Just all I can do is be aghast and state the obvious.
So the thing I think is interesting about this episode is that Nanami figures everything out and tries to leave. She does the thing you're supposed to do, which is she tries to get out of there.
Mm-hmm. And even when you try to get out, it's not gonna go your way.
Yeah, she still gets caught up in this whole like idea of like surpassing other people. Like she still believes in the hierarchy is the problem, right? Where she's like, I can never truly escape unless I surpass everybody. If I climb to the top of the hierarchy, and then I can go.
Instead of just forgoing.
Instead of just getting the hell out of there.
Yeah.
But she gets so close. I feel so bad for her.
For realsies.
Like all of these shitty dudes she's around that keep joking about having sex with her.
Ugh. So what is are we gonna get more from Toga? Because I'm trying to I'm not sure how I'm supposed to interpret him messing around with Nanami like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, Toga is they're trying to bait her into fighting Utena, right?
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do. When they put her in the
he's
car,
just playing along.
They don't know. They don't know how to do it. Basically, they basically luck into getting her to fight because their pitch here, both him and Akio's idea of the whole thing is like, oh, of course she like has secret romantic feelings for her brother, so we'll craft a situation where she can do that, which is like I think why like Anthy throws the rock paper scissors thing and then they like intentionally get caught doing the thing that they think Nanami wants to do, which is why Akio says in the car, oh, you can only see the things you want. What you saw was the thing you wanted, but she's like, I didn't want that.
So do you think that they just staged that or?
Oh, no. I mean, we've seen them do that outside of this. I think they're actually doing that. Okay. Yeah. I'm just saying, I think they intentionally, like, that's why they brought her to live there.
Yeah. Okay. Joe, is Anthy related to him or not? I need to know this information.
We got 6 more episodes.
God, I'll find out.
We'll find out. But yeah.
Oh, dear.
I like this. I like this kind of arc for Nanami because I think it's like I like the way the writing in these episodes works because everybody there's like a lot of small things about how people react to stuff and how they think other people are like they take a moment to interpret what other people are saying. Like when Nanami's talking to Utena and she's like, yeah, those 2 perverts are probably sleeping with each other. And Utena's like, oh yeah, they're such great. Isn't that great? They're such great siblings. And she like turns to look disgusted at her, but then like realizes she doesn't understand what's happening. And then she's just like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's Utena.
Yeah. But I like that kind of detail. I don't know. It makes everybody feel way more real when that stuff happens.
Yeah.
And also like, I don't know. Toga and Akio get it wrong quite often.
Yeah.
And we see a lot of people get stuff wrong, especially when they're trying to interpret like women's feelings about stuff. They seem to do like a not very good job, right? Because I'm thinking back, like, because they think that the reason Nanami likes Toga is because she likes Toga in the way that all these other girls like Toga. But they don't even really understand why those girls like Toga either, right? Because like Nanami just likes being powerful through her association with Toga. She doesn't actually want anything romantic from him.
Yeah.
And that's been consistent throughout the show. And even like if we think back to Keiko's episode in the Black Rose saga, right?
Yeah.
Her thing is that she wants to be able to pursue Toga so that she can be on the same level as Nanami. It's like, again, it's about her relationship with Nanami. It's not really about Toga all that much.
That's because none of them actually like Toga.
Yeah.
They just like the status of him.
Right. So it's like everybody's engaging with him as an idea, but they don't seem to quite grasp that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Joe. These are like pretty terrible as far as what happens, but I feel like they're good, like serious. There's like, we get more Utena like stretching randomly the next episode, but I feel like these are probably one of the most serious sets of episodes we've gotten.
Yeah, I mean,
no jokey yet.
The next episode's pretty upsetting.
Yeah.
I was talking to my mom about these episodes, and like she's like,
had she watched them already?
Yeah, she's watched them.
Okay, tell me everything.
Well, she's just like, it's weird watching these episodes with like stuff that like news that's coming out now, and how like very timely it is. Where like, you know, there was like a big CNN, I think it was CNN piece, about like, okay, we're gonna have to like put, I don't know, should we put like trigger warnings on this? We need to put like content warnings on this part of the conversation.
We can do that. Yeah. Okay. Trigger warning in effect for the next 3 minutes or something.
Yeah, maybe more of it, but
okay.
This
is a rated mature
That's
podcast,
true. That's true.
So
but this is like this isn't just like a we're swearing and making jokes.
Yeah.
This is like a very heavy topic.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, especially with like the scene where he's drugged Kanai is like very much the thing that just came out about the Rape Academy stuff. Have you seen this?
No.
It's like related to that one case in France where like a woman's like husband drugged her multiple times and then like let other people like have sex with her while she is unconscious, basically. It's basically like this, but it's like an online chat room essentially where people like talk about different techniques for doing that, and like some people are like recording them doing that and stuff like that. Big thing that came out only a couple days ago, and to have this have that coupled with what I'm watching in Utena being like, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Is pretty, I don't know.
Yeah, it's times are crazy and the show's crazy. I mean, this is like another podcast I listened to, What Went Wrong. I was talking about Taxi Driver, I think, and how like, oh, this feels like a very modern movie and like wild things be happening here, and this was made like 50 years ago, and who'd have thought we'd be in a time where these things are...
Well, I mean, clearly this stuff was happening in the 90s, so they wouldn't have put it in this show.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, okay, it's so interesting because I feel like I need to consume what other things have been made by this author and see if it's like the solo stuff she's done has such heavy topics, or if this is like the inclusion of the Bay Papas or whatever. Like,
oh, I do not think this is going to be in the manga. Let me tell you.
No, yeah. Is this the only thing adapted by her that's been made into an anime?
Well, it's not an adaptation.
Oh, that's right. It's not freaking right. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Okay. Yes. Insanity.
Yeah, but a lot more, I don't know, a lot more mature. It's like, because, you know, I was talking to my mom about this. I mean, there's the stuff, right? We're just kind of mentioning that, like, all these things are kind of like resembling stuff that's happening contemporarily. But also, she's like, none of the other shows that we watched from the podcast were really like this. And I'm like,
that's because most of them I picked. So I was picking the freaking thought-provoking things. This is not normal of shoujo, I would.
Yeah, I mean, this
is more josei.
Yeah, this is a much higher level of intensity, I would say, than most shows, and kind of goes into like a much more. I mean, it's like, on one hand, I mean, part of the reason why I like the show is, on one hand, it's less realistic, right? Because, you know, all sorts of weird stuff is happening that could never happen in real life. But also it is engaging with much more realistic stakes and like situations that I feel like a lot of other shows do.
Yep.
And totally. I like that.
Do you like, compared to when you first watched it, I guess you said you don't remember this arc as much. Do you think it's like you didn't want to remember this much, or it was hard to comprehend at the time?
I think I was still kind of just like, I was watching it too fast, I think. And so like, you know, I was probably just like binge watching it, right? Like I was probably watching like 5 episodes a day or something.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really bad way to watch this show because like the ways in which I'm enjoying it now are a lot through like, there's a lot of subtlety about stuff. I'm like really paying attention to who's saying what and how, like I'm paying attention to how characters are looking at each other. You know what I mean? And that's not really something I was doing it when I was just watching 5 episodes in a row. So I was not closely watching it as I am now. And I think this really does benefit from closely watching it.
I think if we ever do a panel somewhere, it just needs to be like English AP class, but Joe's teaching us. It's like that, but with anime. I feel like.
Oh, it's funny because I was terrible at AP English.
I feel like you're freaking. This is like the vibe. It's like reading into things, which I'm so terrible at.
I feel like I was bad at AP English because we just had to read a bunch of books I didn't care about.
Yeah, true. Yep. Well, maybe they should be. I don't know.
They should be having us watch anime. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
right.
I mean,
keep the kids engaged.
Yeah, my interests have changed a lot since high school.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I know. All you clowns like doing friggin' math for fun. I think I'm friggin' hang out with lunatics over here.
I still do math for fun. I do it with my girlfriend now.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That will never be. I will never do math for fun. Never ever. Oh man. Okay. Well, let's continue the misery.
Okay. All right. Well, episode 33 is called The Prince Who Runs Through the Night. We open on the princess story, but instead of the usual visuals, we get a slow pan over a distant amusement park. We cut to Anthy watching the planetarium projection. She makes a phone call, but we don't get to hear the other end. But she tells the voice that she's watching the stars, but didn't want to go out and watch the real ones. And then she asks if they got tonight's roses. We cut to Utena wearing a dress, looking out. I mean, like a dress, like a summery kind of dress, not like a fancy one. Yeah. Looking out at the amusement park lights from what appears to be a hotel room. This shot also seems to be a point of view of somebody else in the room with her. She talks about how fun it was at the amusement park today and how it's too bad that Anthy couldn't join them. She must be so bored by herself. Then Utena asks the viewer if she's mentioned that she's an only child before, and she turns to look towards the viewer, and we see that she's wearing makeup. We cut to Akio driving on the highway listening to the Kashira Shadow Troupe do a radio show. This seems fun. They should do this.
Yeah.
They do a segment where they call a listener to give them a quiz. They call Akio and asks what eternity means. And Akio is about to give an answer, but then he gets a call and says he needs to go to his second job and hangs up on them. We see that he's driving backwards on the highway. He normally drives in the episode when he's doing his little showing you the world speech. And also his clothes change as he shifts to his end of the world outfit. And we see that he drives into a scene with Saionji from episode 25, because this is a clip show episode. However, if you saw that this was a clip show episode and skipped it, bad news. Not only is this a clip show episode, it also has some very important and frankly upsetting in-between parts. So I'm going to talk about those. Oh, also, this is the thing that my mom pointed out to me that a while ago that I forgot to say on the podcast. It looks like when they're driving down the highway and they're talking about how they're going into the future, the road's curved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it doesn't look curved when you're driving down it.
Mm.
So they're going in a circle.
It's just like, 2 hours on a circle.
Yep.
Very nice.
Anyway, we got a recap of Saionji's fight from earlier this arc. Afterwards, we jump back to Utena in a hotel room. She is watching TV, and on TV, they talk about a wrestler named King of Imposters who needs to win 4 more fights to be crowned the grand champion. Utena turns the TV off and wonders if that guy will win, saying she wishes she could try for the grand championship. What could it mean?
And what could it mean?
We get a recap of the Mickey and Kozue fight. We cut back to Utena. She has gotten out of the bath and is drying her hair. She talks about how her teacher used to be nicknamed the Teacup, but now they call her Alum. She doesn't know why. And then she stops because she thinks she's heard something, and we get the eye catch, which, does she hear the eye catch? Is that the joke here? Back to Utena, she starts talking about how she left some bread out on accident and hope that Anthy puts it away. We finish the Mickey arc recap. We cut back to Akio driving down the highway again. The Kashira Shadow Troop call him back and ask him a new quiz question. Which of the following is a miracle, they ask, and Akio thinks about the power of miracles as we go into a Ruka and Jury recap. We cut back to Utena, who's playing Othello against the viewer. She talks about how she messes up measurements a lot, which makes cooking hard, and she often makes too much food. No matter how hard she tries, she can never really, get it to taste right. And while she is talking, because she is so easily distracted, we see that she has lost her Othello game very badly, which surprises her. Somebody's not very good.
Do you know how to play Othello?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like Go?
It's not like Go.
Okay.
Othello's the one where the stones are black on one side and white on the other, and when you surround someone's stones, they flip to your color.
Okay. And then Othello is also Shakespeare?
Yeah, there's a Shakespeare play called Othello.
Okay.
I don't I don't know if they're related.
There's also a shoujo manga called Othello. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Let me see. Is it named after Othello? Doesn't say.
I'm not surprised she's bad at it. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah, she gives a whole speech about how she's not good at paying attention to details, and then she loses by not paying attention to details. It's quite good.
Yep.
I guess Reverse Eye is the name of the abstract strategy game. Othello is a variant with a fixed initial setup of the board. That was patented in 1971. Feels like it should be older than that.
All right. We're learning things here.
Oh, it's
not even our learning segment yet.
Anyway, let's see. We get the rest of the jury fight recap. We get a break cut to the hotel where Utena appears to turn off a light, and then we get a shot of Utena asleep in a bed from the perspective of somebody beside her in the bed. She turns to look at the camera and then looks up like she's thinking about something. Back in the car, Akio says that miracles happen, and we just don't notice. And the Kashiwa girls say that it's not that's not one of the multiple choice answers to the quiz.
Ugh.
We cut back to a long scene where the camera is looking down at Utena's face while in bed. And she, while looking somewhat uncomfortable, says that she enjoyed today, but it's late and she has to make lunch for tomorrow. She starts to wonder out loud what she should make, trying to remember what she has in the fridge, and she asks the POV person what they think they should eat, but they do not respond. She keeps getting nervous while not knowing what to make. And she pauses for a moment, and it's implied that she's having sex. She asks... She asks what eternity is, and we see that Akio is holding her hand because he has been the POV perspective that we've been in the whole time. We got to Akio driving when he gets a phone call from Anthy, and it's the call from the beginning of the episode, and we hear both sides of the call now. Akio asks what she's been doing, and she says that she's looking at the stars. Akio says that it's a beautiful night and she can look at the real stars, but Anthy says that she doesn't want to look at the real ones. And then she asks if he got tonight's roses, and he says yes and tells her well done. He turns over to look at Utena, who's in the passenger seat. She seems tired as Akio briefly wakes her up and comments on the stars. Utena thinks to herself that she never expected what happened today. She only came to deliver some roses. They drive off as we cut to credits, and this time the credit sequence is just a bunch of shots of cars, of the Otori car in the highway.
Oh.
That's this episode.
Well, okay, what do you think about the choice to do like recap while also peppering in this enormous event?
It makes sense because this would be hard to put in a normal episode, right? Because like the way it's constructed, where it like constantly is cutting away, and you kind of have like this very ominous feeling as the night gets further and further on, and Utena kind of gets more and more like just kind of droning on about whatever while she gets more nervous about things that are going to happen or that she expects might happen. I don't know what else you would put in between these that isn't like recap stuff. You can't really put like a goofy choo-choo adventure in this episode.
Yep. True. Yeah. So yeah, at first I wasn't sure what we were doing with the episode, and it's just like a big yikes. Okay, am I supposed to know? It's like, I'm assuming we're not going to get a clarification of what like brought them to this moment together. We just got to piece it together. Like Utena's thinking she went to go deliver roses, and the typical, oh, I wish Anthy could come, but the stupid like, 2 is a date, 3 ruins, blah, 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 whatever. And they went somewhere. They rode rides and Joe.
It seems like the sequence of events is that like Utena has gotten some roses. Akio comes to pick her up. They get sidetracked by going to an amusement park, and then he takes her to a hotel. And at the end, he tells Anthy, good work, because Anthy has somehow set this up, it seems like, has facilitated this in some way. And also she seems kind of upset about it.
Yeah. Yes. Well, Utena's okay. Oh god. Okay, we only have 6 more episodes. There's gonna be some crazy ass episodes coming up. Okay, and then the TV is talking about 4 fights, but did we hit 4 fights in the recap here? Is that what that was indicative of?
I guess. Well, we didn't recap the Nanami fight, right? Because it just happened.
Right, because we don't have... Okay, I was like, we do not have time for more fights, right?
We haven't done the second Toga fight yet.
Okay. And when are we meeting the prince?
I don't know. Some point. Yeah, like we could theoretically have 4 fights. I don't know if that actually means we have 4 fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't know. Keep 4 fights in your head. Maybe it'll come up.
Okay. Well, this sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like interesting. Okay. If a middle schooler watched this when it came out, how much do we think they're perceiving of what's happening here? I feel like it would have gone over my head a bit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is like a pretty careful... So I mean, technically this episode has a sex scene in it, right? But it's like a very careful one. And it's not like leering or anything.
No. But it also is problematic what's happening. And this is like targeting a young demographic, and
I mean, it also sucks. Like it also feels bad the entire time.
Yes. I don't know. I guess is there a responsibility of the people making content for... I don't know. Are we getting some kind of... Freaking Akio better get like torn to shreds at the end of this. Like, something terrible needs to happen to him.
I mean, like, you know, this is... I mean, it's very intentional. Like, I think this is like well constructed, right? Like, if you're going to put this on screen, I feel like this is the way you should put this on screen. I feel like this is a good way to put this on screen, right? There's a ton of ways you could do this wrong.
Yes, it's just that the fact that it's on at all of like a grown-ass adult assaulting the target demographic, basically, and like, this seems troubling to present.
Well, yeah, but it's what's it in service
it's done
of?
Subtly,
right,
yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's what is it in service of? Like, why is this happening? Is the thing?
I mean, I'm mostly like, it's done so subtly that is like whatever takeaway from it for the consumer. Can the consumer even perceive it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're supposed to understand that's what's happening.
Okay. My gosh, this is stupid.
Well, I mean, again, if you're not really paying attention, you might not, which is fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I mean, yeah, this is the thing. Like, this is going to be about something. The real question is, like, what is the purpose of doing this? Like, why do we think Akio is doing this?
I don't know. Freaking, maybe this is like is this like a completely, she'll no longer be able to summon the power of Dios anymore now that this has happened or something? No, I mean, you tell me, Joe.
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to watch the next couple episodes to see what the impact of this is, right?
Okay.
This is the thing to think about.
It's like, this happened. What are going to be is it like, are there consequences for Utena? Like, does she realize that? Like, how is she going to feel after it? She seemed to not feel great after just a kiss, let alone... And then whatever the dynamic between her and Anthy is going to be. And because Anthy, like, leading up to this a few times is like seemingly wanting to tell her something, but didn't. Yep. And then is it like, does she regret not saying whatever it was that she was going to say?
Yep.
Not great. Not great. I feel like that's been like a lot of the takeaways of like, this is not...
I mean, what's happening is not great. Yeah.
No.
I think the show's pretty good still, though.
Yeah, it's handling it in a graceful way, for sure. But yeah, crazy. This is just the freaking heaviest subject matter I guess we've covered on the whole freaking podcast, probably. Ooh.
Yep.
Thoughts, feelings, Joe? Any more coherent feedback you can provide?
I feel bad for Nanami.
Yeah. Maybe
she should have told Utena in like plain language what's going on. That probably would have helped.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Because if Akio has like gotten what he needs from Utena, does he like drop her like a ton of bricks, or like where do we go from here kind of thing? Because with Kane or whatever, it's like he's freaking using her and he's not even pretending to do it like for her to be agreeable. I don't know. He needs her like to be around, but doesn't want her, versus if it was Utena, all he wanted was this, then what happens to her now?
Yeah. Yeah, he takes a very predatory interest in her.
Truly. Oh man. Okay. Well, freaking how do we segue to closing out this episode after this.
Rate us 5 stars. I didn't have anything. Just do it. Listen. You watch these episodes. You know what happened here. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you just listen to us talk about these episodes. Well, we just talked about it, and you like it when we talk about stuff. Rate us 5 stars if you haven't done so. You can leave a comment on Apple Podcasts. That helps with discoverability. And you can also tell your friends about the podcast and all the different shows we watch. Maybe they don't watch Utena and they want to, but they would like to watch it kind of slow and have people explain some stuff along the way and talk about some stuff. They can listen to us do that, or any of those other shows that maybe you probably don't need somebody explaining what's happening, but it's still fun to hear commentary anyway. But yeah. If you have things you want to say about Utena to us, you can email us at shoujopod@gmail.com. Sarah, what questions were brought about by this episode that you want to ask?
I don't really ask any question.
I've got one.
Okay, what do you got?
What's your favorite type of ride at an amusement park?
Oh, I like I guess the ones that I feel the most like, because normally I'm pretty unfazed by roller coasters, but I get like really kind of antsy with one type, and that's like the really big drops where they like lift you up really high and then you fall and it catches you like.
Oh, like straight down?
Like Scream Tower. Yeah. Where you're kind of like exposed, like your arms and legs are out. Kind of, yeah. Those like, it's like the one I get nervous. Otherwise, I'm pretty like good. I like rides, but I'm finding maybe as I get older, my peers are not that into them. And that's sad for me.
That is sad.
How about you, Joe?
As I've gotten older, I've realized that the thing that matters to me about rides is how themed they are. Yeah, I like it when they have a theme. If they're just going, it's like, yeah, it's fun to go fast and spin around and stuff like that. That's okay. But like, if you have some weird little animatronics singing at me, or like, you're like, ooh, we're in a mine shaft. Ooh, I'm like, yeah, we're in a mine shaft. That's cool. I appreciate that. So I like themed on my rides.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a favorite ride you can think of? Or like the scariest ride you've been on?
Scary?
Like I think the best roller coaster I've been on was the Velocicoaster at Universal Studios in Florida. Because that crazy ride. And somehow I got my mom to go on it with me, and it was awesome.
I kind of like rides that spin, which is why nobody likes to go with me.
Oh, no. They can be fun.
Mini rides. That's pretty good.
Some of them you like squash into each other, and then I feel bad being like the one squashing the other person on the ride.
That's true.
So just like, yeah.
Yeah, I like individual seats rides. That's pretty good too. Big swings where they just lift you up high and you can just kind of go around in a swing. That's good.
Oh, no. When I was at middle school or high school, I think someone was on, we were walking underneath one of those and they like puked and we heard like the splatter. And then I saw my sister and she's covered in it.
Oh my God.
I pointed at her and I laughed and I was like, and then they're like, oh, a little bit got in your shoe. And then I was like, no, I want to go home now. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they should let you swing over people. I think that's bad.
Yeah, it was gross.
That's gross. Anyway.
Very fun.
What did we learn?
Okay. What did we see something, say something. My God. Men suck. Stay away from them.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I'm trying to think of something with blood types that I learned. Did I learn anything about blood types? Not really. Everyone in my family has a different blood type.
I couldn't tell you what my blood type.
You should know your blood type.
I should definitely know my blood type.
You should know your blood type, and you can learn your blood type by donating blood. They'll tell you.
Oh, you know what? I did get some blood drawn last week. And that was the best I did. Like, 'cause normally I get a bit anxious and my hands are sweaty and stuff. But this one was pretty good. They had me like, I kind of like laid back on the chair instead of sitting upright like I normally do. And I think that helped. But I was like, I did this pretty good. Composed adult.
Yeah.
Over
That's
here.
Good.
Yeah. It just takes so long.
It can.
Because how long does it take to donate blood? How long are you hooked up?
It's not that long. Maybe like
how long is
5
not
minutes.
that long? Oh, okay. That's not that bad. I thought it was way longer for some.
No, if you donate like platelets, that can take like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Is that where they like boost it back in.
Yeah.
There's like plasma donate.
It's
Okay,
both.
is that what,
I think it's both. Because I donated platelets during the pandemic because I was super bored. They give you one injection in one of your arms where they draw the blood out, and then they like do the thing where they take the platelets out, and then they have another one in your other arm that puts it back in. So you're just like laying there with 2 needles in it. And like one side is cold and the other side is warmer because the blood's coming in and it's going out. It's pretty weird.
Weird.
But then you get used to it and you don't care.
Okay. Well, yep. Be a blood donor.
Yeah, you can learn your blood type and then you can participate in horoscopes.
That's
for
right.
blood.
Very important stuff. All right. On that note, we are going to wrap it up here. We appreciate all of you listening as always. And, buckle up. This set of episodes is wild. It can only get crazier, right? 2 more episodes of Shoujo. And then we're done with Utena. No, and then the movie. And then we're done with Utena.
On the main feed, we'll have some bonus stuff.
Yes. We got a long list of bonus. We got to get freaking Rosa Versailles bonus.
Yeah,
that's on the
that's
to-do.
On me. I'm slow at reading manga. I know.
That's okay.
I'll get on it soon. Doing the Utena stuff like takes a lot of time. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm watching My Happy Marriage where I can just do one pass and like that's easy.
Yes. That's right. Well, maybe if we got an encouraging review being like, I can't wait to hear the bonus content on Rosa Versailles, then Joe will be super motivated.
Yeah. I like praise.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye.